Hey folks, long time no see. I love mermaids. I'm late. That's it. That's all I have. That's the end. Bye! See you next month. I really wanted to take part in MER-MAY this year, like I did with Inktober. For those who don't know, MER-MAY is a similar art challenge to Inktober, where you draw a different mermaid piece every day over the course of the month of May. Thus, MER-MAY. Sadly, for me, May took me a little bit by surprise, and my day job was so hectic that I've barely been able to draw at all outside of commissions, but I still love mermaids and I want to do something for it, so I have a couple pieces I'd like to get done. I mean, I've done them, they're already done. I did them in May, but I'm just bringing them out now, even though May is over. This is the first one I did. I decided to go with watercolour in the end because, I don't know, I just think the medium suits mermaids because, I don't know, the movement of them. I like watercolours, okay? I like watercolours and mermaids, and I didn't want to use my tablet, but I still wanted to use multiple colours, and so far it seems the only thing I can draw with watercolours right now are mermaids. What do you want from me? I threw together a few concepts, thumbnails, tried out some colours, and away I went. Into the sunset. The watery... the watery sunset. What am I on? What's wrong with me? Do I need a drink? I think I need a drink. Ooh, also, I recently got a new camera, so I'm hoping that this setup gives a better view than it did from my phone. One day I'll be able to, you know, have an overhead view of my art set up for videos. Today is not that day, and that day will not be soon. One day, maybe. Not now, currently. Okay, so I want you to take a wild guess at what my favourite thing to draw in this piece was. I'm not going to give you any time to think about it, or even to answer it, because it was the hair. We all know it was the hair. I'm such a slut for drawing long hair, especially if it's long hair just floating weightlessly, just there, being pretty. I have my aesthetics, and we know it. I got really aggressive there, I'm really sorry. I mean, I'm really happy with how the hair turned out, to be fair, like, just the way it's sort of flowing all in, you know, different directions, but it's still kind of looking nice. Really quickly, I want to talk about something that I find interesting, you know, just for myself. Y'all know I hate line art. Hate it. Hate it with a passion. I despise it. I hate line art more than anything. But that applies a hell of a lot less when the art is traditional. For some reason. Oh, it still makes me nervous. Nervous as a sinner in church, but I have a lot less trouble with it, I guess. And I think that's because when I do line work with my tablet, there's a separation and a loss of accuracy because I don't have a tablet where you can draw on the screen. And also, like, the stakes are a lot lower because if I make a bad line, I can just undo it. Whereas with traditional stuff, I can't. It's just there forever, and I have to get it right. I have to get it right the first time, and if I get it wrong, then I just have to deal with it, and work through it, and work with it. It's stressful, but it's better. I don't know, I feel better doing it. Like, that hair was actually kind of fun to do, whereas I know for a fact that if I were drawing it digitally, it would not have been the case at all. I would have not had a good time. Around the time I drew this, it was really sunny in the UK, thus the dappled sunlight on the table. Very artistic, very cinematic. We'd finally been able to enjoy some proper spring-summer weather, so I wanted to go with a warm colour palette. I don't know, I was feeling very warm that day, so I went with this very bright and warm pink, but obviously I couldn't be happy with just one thing, so I threw some blue in there as well. I wanted some gradients, and, you know, a mix of tones, because I really feel that gives the drawing a lot more depth in a way. I think it also kind of goes along with, you know, how some fish have like iridescent scales that kind of like shift in colour. I love that. I love it. I really love that. Give me all of that. I want that. I want that for me. Sadly, I was still figuring out my new camera, so I actually lost a lot of the footage for this one. A lot of it. But in case you wanted to know, the background was looking very flat and boring because I didn't put anything in the actual background, like, you know, objects or anything to make it interesting. You know, I also hate backgrounds. I hate drawing backgrounds. I hate it so much. But I needed it to at least look visually interesting, so since the foreground had some warm and cool colours, I did the same for the background, but obviously with different colours, as you can obviously see. Using the more yellowish tones in the upper corner, it ended up very sunset-like, and I really liked that with the colours that I chose, like the background working with the foreground and like the colours of the actual figure. I am very happy for this to be a sunset mermaid. I'm here for that. I'm alright with that. I'm happy. I'm happy with my sunset mermaid. Do you have any suggestions for what kind of mermaid I should draw next? You know, what kind of fish would you love to see as a mermaid? Mate, I am very into mermaids right now. I love seeing the creativity of, you know, all the different types of turning different fishes... Turning different fish? Fishes. Turning different sea creatures into mermaids. So yeah, what kind of fish would you like to see as a mermaid? Thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video, pop me a like to let me know, and if you like my art, maybe give me a cheeky little subscribe. I hope you're having a lovely time wherever you are, and stay safe. Ta-ra!